That's going to get us out of the problem. That's the real point that should be made here. The solution to climate change, the solution to all of our woes is consumption. Buy more. Buy more shit.
Fossil fuel economy. You know what I love more than anything about Greta and this faux environmentalist left is that they're basically Wonder Woman in the latest Wonder Woman movie, where they think by slaying the god of
21 seconds in. 21 seconds until a superhero metaphor. Great. I mean, no, he's expanded his mind. He's moving on from Marvel films onto the DC universe. This is the crossover you've all been waiting for, everybody. So here we go.
It is a headless chicken spinning in circles. The real problem is you. You and me and Greta and everyone else. The real problem is that we're wasteful. That's what it's all about. You can do so by switching to cleaner means. Recycling, reusable straws. There's a bunch of things you can do that actually...
Reusable straws. That's what's going to solve climate change. The problem's always been straws. I've said for a while. I'm really happy that Justin Trudeau took it upon himself to ban and outlaw straws in Canada. And we solved climate change. It was just that simple. I mean, it was the straws. It was the straws all along. Who knew? It was the straws.
Actually can save you a ton of money. Hey, saving money is great. You get better bulbs. It might cost you twice as much today, but it'll save you 3-4 times as much in the long run. The bulbs won't die out. So we have this story. I'm not gonna read the...
There was a time when everyone was like, hey, do you want to save 15% on your electricity bill? All you got to do is get these new cool spirally looking light bulbs. Oh, interesting. What are they made of? Mercury. Yeah, it's mercury. Yeah, you remember mercury, right? Yeah, mercury. That thing that caused all the cancer. Yeah, that was a big thing. But no, this will be fine. Just don't break them. If you don't break them, you'll be fine. Like, just don't break them, because yeah, there's chemicals in them. At least now we have LEDs. So this argument it's slightly correct, right? We have LEDs, so yeah, buy more shit. That's going to get us out of the problem. That's the real point that should be made here. The solution to climate change, the solution to all of our woes is consumption. Buy more. Buy more shit. Because if you keep buying things, we'll dig ourselves up. We can dig up out of this hole that we've created for ourselves. Exactly.
People, I get that. I just think it's rather silly that she is the epitome of global elite and wealth and privilege, and she has no idea how the real world works. In an op-ed.
Where are these riches? Like, have I been missing something? Where are all the jewels? Like, is Greta just flush with all this global warming cash? Like, is it the celebrity status that everyone's upset about? The fact that she has like a discernible brand now? I mean, there is a marketability to that. That's true. She could go on her Instagram accounts and her Twitter, and then she could start, she could make one post that was like, we need to reduce our consumption. And then the next post could be like, by the way, have you checked out Greta's new perfume? That's right. Do you want to smell like change? Do you want to smell like progress? Do you want to smell like the future? Then smell like Greta. Try it out today. Yeah, brought to you by the same makers of Kylie Jenner's entire product line, Greta's perfume.
Weaning off fossil fuels. I love the idea of renewable, they call it renewable, but cleaner energies, right? Solar, wind, tidal, hydroelectric, whatever.
Just she tweeted, way of knowing what it's actually called.
We don't want these things done by 2050, 2030.
Oh no, are we getting the accent? Is this the premiere of Tim Pool's little racist Greta Thunberg accent? All right, let's appreciate this, all right? Let's savor. Let's savor this.
These things done by 2050, 2030, or even 2021. We want this done now, as in right now, so that tens and hundreds of millions of people will die overnight when they have no heat, no food, no transportation. You see, that doesn't work. It works on paper when you know nothing. It's easy to stand up on your soapbox, your ivory, it's an ivory soapbox, and stand above everyone. And
he's too excited. He's a little scamp. He's getting too excited by this. But yeah, I mean, it is easy to basically open up a Guardian article and then talk about metaphors, right? How she's, what was it, quote, Wonder Woman, Greta Thunberg. She's Wonder Woman, and because of that, she's coming to save the day. But much like Wonder Woman, she was only looking to save herself, because oh, by the way, what is with them comparing or sexualizing Greta? Like, is that going to end anytime soon?
Said, warning adults not to twist her words because child climate activists live under constant threat just for communicating the situation we are in. No, don't worry. She said,
I don't know if he's
and
getting
please
horny.
remember,
I think he's been horny
many
at the
of
start
us
of
who have
this.
signed this are children. Many of us live under constant threat just for communicating the situation we are in. So do not make up your own quotes or twist our words. Quote what we actually say instead. I don't care if you're a child. If a petulant child comes to me and says, shut off their heat, I don't care if they die in the winter. I'll say, you're a stupid child, and I'm not going to sacrifice that elderly family because you have no idea what you're talking about.
He would have made such a good, like, SS guard. Like, not one of the actual enforcers, mind you. Probably one of the ones, like, maybe not the SS. Maybe he would have been good as one of the, like, you know, the internment camp guards. He would have been great at doing one of the internment camp guards, where he would actually sit there and actually have children come up to him and be like, please don't treat us this way. And I'm like, I'm not going to listen to a petulant child. You'll do our bidding. And we're putting you to work.
World leaders should be put against the wall if they refuse to meet her demands on environmental policy. Now, that's unfair, Examiner. Let me clarify. In America, we know what it means to put someone against the wall. It means to kill them. In Sweden, it means just to, like, you know, push them up against the wall and give them a scolding. I asked some people I knew in Sweden, they said, no, it just means, like, you know how you have that trope of the principal grabbing the kid and pushing him against the wall and wagging his finger? It's like that, not like the Soviet one. However, there is still a kind of slight overlap in how, you know, don't say that. We demand that this year's forum participants from...
Well, I mean, first she already apologized for that. She also stated that, yes, what she was saying was a common expression. It's a particularly common parlance in Sweden, and she was using it. Lost but Broken just sent this in. Trends in renewable energy. Click on the chart to explore the trends in renewable energy. So, an increase, a dramatic increase. The blue being world total hydropower, pump storage, renewable hydropower. Wind energy increased dramatically. Solar energy increased dramatically. And bioenergy increasing dramatically. Marine energy, interesting.
Saying is, we need to let millions of people die today. Seriously. Maybe she just doesn't know that, you know? But that would mean something even scarier. An ignorant child who left school, who doesn't understand the complete dependence, the near complete dependence we have in a lot of ways on fossil fuels, is saying, right now, divest, shut it down.
How's it feel to strawman a child? Because that's what's happening here. That's not at all what Greta's saying. Greta is not making a tweet, hey, by the way, everyone turn off your heating and die. Die in the streets like the dogs you are to solve climate change. No, that's not exactly what she's saying. She does have a point. One thing that Tim Pool and the rest of the people who I think, I can't say this for sure, but I'm assuming get some kind of a paycheck at the end of the Dennis Prager pipeline. Or maybe it's the Koch brothers pipeline, I'm not entirely sure. At either rate, they don't really like to reiterate the fact that we've said before on the show, there's 100 companies that are responsible for 72% of CO2 emissions. However, I think lefties like to throw out that statistic as if we have to hold these companies solely responsible for global warming. No, because at the same time, these companies are producing energy which is going to be used by us, the consumers. They overproduce the amount of energy, they overharvest the amount of energy, they also receive a huge amount of subsidies from the government. All of that needs to change, all right? But no one is saying that tomorrow you should basically just turn off your heat and die in the streets. That's not it at all. But yes, we can definitely move towards more renewable energies while at the same time reducing our dependence on these fossil fuels.
Did you enjoy what you just watched and now crave more nectar of the damned? Did you know that if you're watching on YouTube, you're only getting half the surfy experience? We upload all of our content commercial and censorship free to our Patreon. Due to the general demonetization of our videos, we now upload half of our original content directly to those who can help us produce this show. Want even more nectar than that? Well, come join us at twitch.tv/TheSerfsTV, where we do weekly live streams, debates, interviews, AMAs, and more. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you can help support our show 100% free by subscribing to our Twitch channel. So come join us, be merry, and know that your support is helping us do great things.
Like pay rent and eat. We would first and foremost like to thank our god, Nicholas Marks. We worship at your temple. We would like to thank our monarch, Elsie Hupp. Your generosity has made this entire thing possible. We would like to thank our lords, Ricky Pilgrim, I'm Raft, and Michaela Schmidt. You are the pillars of our organization. To our Knights of the Surf Table, Paul Parfit, Daniel Kahn, Fair Tahan, Clement Chutskoff, Schizosaurus, Josh Mickelson, Dr. Zayas, Cooper Pilot, Andre Lynn Epperly, Dylan Bith, Terry, Todd Buckingham, Jed Lewis, Todd Lajeunesse.